Welcome to the Bushido Gang. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Attack on Samurai, bringing you all another drawing session for you guys today. So as I'm recording, it is a Thursday night. So it's like what 10:30. It's 10:30. So I'm gonna try not to make this a long session because I gotta wake up early in the morning because I got work in the morning. But yeah. How are y'all doing? It's been a while since I actually did a drawing vid. Last one I did was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. It feels like it was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I'm back into it. So yeah. What I'm working on right now, I actually was drawing a sketch. I drew a sketch of this clown, this clown drawing I did. So I actually finished it I drew it today, and I basically was just doing it to practice practice my perspective work because I actually want to get better at that. And actually, I think I've been getting pretty consistent with it so far. So yeah. This is just another perspective thing I wanted to work on, and yeah. So again, just getting better at it. And I feel pretty confident in my abilities so far with it. So more perspective stuff will be on the way, of course. I'll be working on more perspective stuff. Like learning how to draw buildings and whatnot for my main comic, Ozzy Strider. So yeah. Also, I did want to show off some recent stuff I finished, so I may as well show that off before I actually get into finishing this drawing. Which, by the way, I'm still trying to figure out a name for it. I was thinking about calling it like funny gloves, or boxing clown. I'm not really too sure which name I want to give, but you guys can give me a name in the comments if you guys are watching and whatnot. But yeah, so these are some things I just finished working on recently, or I was working on recently. So I did a piece of so I was drawing I did a digital drawing of Chainsaw Man. Since Chainsaw Man's gonna be dropping, or since the anime for Chainsaw Man's gonna be dropping in like the next couple weeks. So I was just getting prepared. So yeah, here's the drawing I did. Chainsaw Man. So it's pretty cool. I may end up doing another one. Like I may end up drawing like maybe, I don't know, Aki or maybe Power. But again, I'm not too sure about that at the moment, or too sure yet about it. But yeah, I finished that a couple days ago. So yeah, it was a fun one. I really did enjoy drawing Denji. Denji's a very fun character to draw. What I've noticed. Well, actually, like the drawing, like the whole drawing style for Chainsaw Man, it just seems very fun to me. Just like how I have fun drawing like characters from My Hero Academia, like drawing Shigaraki, drawing Deku, drawing Bakugo. Like drawing all of them has been fun for me. So for some reason, drawing Denji has been the same way. But yeah, I'll probably draw some more characters from that as time goes on. I want to actually draw Ichigo again too, because that could be really fun to do. So I may end up working on that at some point in the near future. Maybe I might end up starting it next week or something. But yeah. So again, that's just one recent piece I did. Then I have another one. Let me see if I can find a couple more on the way, or a couple more I was working on. Let's see. So here's some more credit projects. I don't know if I showed off any of them. Oh, I did. I did one of Static Shock. I forgot what day I finished. I did that one. Let me check my let me see my thing real quick. My Discord. Okay, now I did this on the 12th. So I finished this on the 12th, and this one was pretty fun to do. Yeah, Static Shock is I probably say one of my favorite DC characters growing up. Like everyone has like their favorite DC character, or like everyone like loves Batman, they love Superman, they love all them shits. But for me personally, I just like more the background characters or more like the background characters really. So like again, Static Shock, Blue Beetle, For some reason, I like those characters, and I guess and even the Teen Titans as well. Growing up, but yeah, Static Shock. Again, it's just interesting. Just like his whole like character. He's basically like, I mean, I know it's gonna be obvious, but he's basically like DC's version of Spider-Man to me. And I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree with that. Like just the way how his background is, and whatnot. I mean, like I actually don't know who came first. I don't know if it was Static Shock that came first or if it was Miles Morales that came first. You guys let me know in the comments. All you nerdy ass people can let me know that and be like, actually, actually, it was Miles Morales who came first. Like, you can let me know in the comments below and just nerd out. I don't care. I'm not joking on you, but I just find it funny. That's all. But yeah, anyways, Static Shock is still one of my favorite DC characters. At least like from like the ones that are like more in the background, of course. But yeah, and had a lot of fun drawing this one. I kind of based him off his design from the show, the one from the Static Shock, like animated show. But yeah, apparently there's supposed to be like a live action Static Shock movie, and it's supposed to be played by what's that guy name? Bro who was down bad because his girl was like getting, down and dirty with some other guys. I mean, that's like almost everyone. I'm not gonna go there, but Michael B. Jordan, yeah, him. Yeah, that guy. He's supposed to be playing Static Shock, and I'm not too certain about that. I don't really have too many thoughts about that, but all I can say is that I think Static Shock should be played by someone like better. I don't know. I just don't see it being him. But again, that's just my opinion. That's just what I think. But yeah, finished that, and then I have another one I did of another one I did of, I don't know if I showed off the one of Asta. Oh, actually I want to show off this one. I did this drawing of Gon from Hunter x Hunter. So I did this when he was in rage mode, and I gotta say, like, when it comes to Hunter x Hunter, like, definitely what's it called? I probably, it's really tough to say, like, what would be my favorite, like, well, it's not really my favorite arc of Hunter x Hunter, but like everyone thinks about, when everyone thinks about Hunter x Hunter, like, they think about two things. They think about the Chimera arc, the Chimera Ant arc, and they think about the Hunter exam. I think those are the two things that people actually think about when they think about Hunter x Hunter. But I could be wrong. I could just be wrong about that. But that's what I think about when I think about Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, I drew this a while back, showing Gon in his rage mode. But that form he took, and just like the way how the animation like was handled for that form, that shit was crazy, man. That shit was actually crazy, bro. Like Gon went crazy when Patil killed off Kite. That shit was wild, man. But yeah, I basically just wanted to draw him in like his, like, just this pure energy of anger with the background, kind of like adding on to that as well with the red and black. But yeah, this one was fun to do. I was thinking about drawing another Hunter x Hunter character. I may end up drawing Killua. Or I may end up drawing or I may draw Netero, or maybe Miradum, or Leorio, or Kurapika. Thinking about a couple of those characters in the near future. Or I could draw what's his name? Or I could draw some characters from Yu Yu Hakusho. So maybe Yusuke, or Kurabara, Hiei, maybe. But again, those are just like thoughts that are going on in my head. They aren't things I'm gonna like actually do. But yeah, definitely in the mind space of doing that though. But yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna go back to working on this thing right here. Oh shit, nope, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not trying to cancel that out. I could save it, but I think I'm gonna just keep drawing it. But yeah, like I said, I finished this perspective drawing like a couple. Well, actually, about, I guess as I'm recording now, it's been like an hour now. I think it's been an hour since I actually drew this thing. Because I posted it earlier. Yeah, it's been a little over an hour since I posted it and drew it. So yeah, it's fresh drawing. How are y'all doing, by the way? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are, having a good first day of fall as I'm recording. So hope y'all are having a good first day of fall and whatnot. I didn't really do anything today. Pretty much just been chilling in the house for real. Yeah, pretty much just been chilling in the house for real. Was reading a little bit too, and yeah, not much else really going on today. But yeah, like I said, I do got work tomorrow, so again, I'm not gonna make this a very long vid. But I'll try and make it up, like maybe sometime during the weekend, if whatnot. But yeah, again, I'm really sorry I'm not able to stream right now. I don't know why. Again, I still don't know why. With Twitch, it wasn't working. Again, that's still like really disappointing because I really wanted to do stuff like this with like live with you guys, especially for my Discord, because I want to have something that's more like, live and like in the moment and whatnot. But unfortunately, that's not the case as of right now. Again, unless there's like another streaming platform I could use as like, a little bit easier on the what's the word? Not netcode. Netcode's not the right word. Or a little bit easier on the internet speed. That would be kind of cool. But again, if not, I mean, I'm okay doing it like this. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was thinking about a name for this. Because my character, the character I'm drawing, he looks kind of like a clown a little bit. So I was thinking maybe again like funny glove or boxing clown, something like that. But again, these are just names I've just thought about. They aren't gonna be like, one and done names, but yeah, or like official names, but yeah, man. There was another drawing I was working on earlier today too. Again, doing more. Well, actually, no, it's not actually another drawing. It's just a whole other comic. Yeah, I'm working on another side comic. It's called Zoom and Sting, and it's actually just gonna be something to kind of build upon my main comic, Ozzy Strider. So it's basically it's another like track and field related comic. But it's gonna be very short. It's just one race, and it's it's just with two guys. The guys, like, one guy is named Zoom, and the other guy's named Sting, and they're basically just gonna run 60 meters, and that's just gonna be the whole comic. So yeah, I'm not really gonna be putting any dialogue or anything like that. Very little dialogue, just gonna be like panels, and that's gonna be that for real. So yeah, that's what I have in mind at the moment when it comes to that. can't believe September's already over. Like, September is just kind of flew by, really. I guess that's what happens when you're working. Like, time just flies by even faster. But yeah. Like, literally, like it felt like September was just a week ago, and now it's about to end next week. Like, bro, time just moves too fast for me now. I guess that's what happens when you get older. Like, time just keeps moving, just moves faster and faster. Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, when it comes to, like, older people, like, they don't even realize they don't even pay attention to it. Like, it just shit. it just goes like fast. Like, and they probably just look at the time and just like, oh, it's been 4 hours already. How has it been 4 hours already? Like, I've just been sitting here this whole time. like it's just crazy how much time goes by. Like, again, when you're younger, like, you don't really pay attention to it like that. But like, as you get older, it's just like, what the fuck? What the hell? Time, man. Time is so scary. Like, I literally still can't believe, like, how much time has gone by. Like, even now, like, going like, I guess, going back to when I was back in college, like, it's been well, I'm not gonna say it's been 4 years. It's already been a year since I graduated, and it doesn't even feel like it. Like, as like some days I still feel like I'm back in school. Sometimes, but like, obviously I don't have anything, like, any work to do like that. But still, some days it does feel like, yo, when am I going back? But yeah, man. I still can't believe it's been a year since I graduated from university. Like, that shit is insane to me right now. But yeah, it has happened. It has happened. It is now in the past. But yeah. I guess I may as well, like, say, you know, like, if I could go back to college, what would I do differently? I mean, maybe that's something I should probably say for, like, when I'm a little bit from, like, you know, when I'm like 25. I don't know, maybe 25, like maybe 30. I could probably do like a vid or talk about some stuff like that. But I may as well talk about it now anyway. I don't know, man. Like, but COVID definitely kind of like threw a wrench in me, like, experiencing my last year. And back in university, it kind of threw a wrench in it. But again, at the same time, I made the decision to stay home because that was the right decision for me at the time. That's what I felt was right at that moment. Instead of, you know, going back to university. Like, again, it was a combination of things, but the main one was my own health, and also the health of my parents and my grandma at the time. So those things kind of played into it for real. When it came to me staying at home for my senior year. But if COVID never happened, I would have been, you know, back on campus, obviously, and who knows what would have happened, you know? Anything can happen on campus, but yeah, again, like, what I would have done differently, well, one, I don't think I actually should have went to college. I know it's like a very weird thing to say, but like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think I should have went to college. I think I should have just tried to figure things out when I was 18, 19, around that time. I should have just waited like a year or two, maybe, until I figured out what I was gonna do. Cause, oh shit, what the fuck? Cause, like, I didn't know what I was doing. Where this big ass line come from? Go back. don't know where this line came from, and it's like very weird. Okay, hold on, let me just, there we go. Okay, what was I trying to say? I forgot what I was trying to say. I literally forgot what I was trying to say. But yeah, I don't think I should have went to college. Like going fresh out of high school. Like I think I should have waited a little bit longer until I actually knew what I was gonna do. Because I mean, like, I always knew that I was gonna be creative. Like I always knew that I wanted to be creative. Like I wanted to do something that, involved me being creative. So like, drawing and whatnot, doing something like that. Even when I was trying to do business, like I thought I could pair business with art, and I thought that's what I was thinking again when I was 18, 19. I thought like, well, 17, 18, but 18, 18 is actually the more correct time. But yeah, like when I graduated, or when I was going into college, like that's what my mindset was on. Like I always wanted to be creative, but I just didn't know like how to actually apply that creativity into being able to make a living off it. And I mean, like, being an artist, you can definitely make a living off of being an artist, but it's very difficult. It's insanely difficult. As I am experiencing it right now, it is very difficult. But what I'm doing right now, like this kind of work, I wish I could get paid for it, but let me be honest, man, it's tough to find clients that actually want something. It's very tough. Haven't had any clients yet when it comes to graphic work, or even just like even doing stuff like this. Well, for one, it also comes from like, just a what's the right word? Just like how I view my own work. Like sometimes I think my work is some shit. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't try to put myself out there. So that's kind of like, I kind of have that fear, I guess. That fear of like putting my own work out there and having it get recognized. But again, that was something that I kind of had like a while back. But it does occasionally like pop up in my head that, oh, I think my shit is whack. But then eventually, like, I kind of fall out of that and I just get back into making work again. So just kind of like it just comes and goes. That's how those random thoughts kind of happen. Like they come and they go. They just come and they go. It does suck when it's like in the moment though. Don't get it wrong. Definitely sucks when it's in the moment, but then eventually those thoughts go away and you can just get back into your mode. So yeah. Yeah, again, going back to my journey with college. So again, my freshman year, I wanted to do business, and again, I thought business plus art would make a lot of sense. And again, for what I was thinking at the time, mostly that was from my parents, saying that I should get into business. And I think even my brother told me that as well. But yeah, business, man, I mean, it's cool, being able to learn how to manage your own company and manage money and all that shit. But let me tell you something, man. My professors were some shit when it came to business. Like, cause like let me really dive into this. My freshman year, like my first semester, I remember my professor, she didn't teach us shit. We had to learn from the book or whatever, but she didn't teach shit. She just said, you got a project, and for half of the semester we were working on that project, but no kind of guidance, nothing. So we had to figure it out. yeah, we just had to figure it out. Had to make calls with different people. Had to figure out how to like make this product and just find a way how to sell it. Really, sell it to the well, not to the community, but you know, like sell. Well, I guess technically the community, but sell it for the presentation, and like that was it. That was the whole class. Just do we had to do a project for the whole class, and there was nothing else really going on. I mean, there were like classes, or not classes, but I didn't mean for that mole to be there, but I'm gonna keep it there. That mole should not be there, but we're gonna keep it there anyway because it actually was kind of cool on him. But yeah, the what's it called? I can't even think now. I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. Eventually it'll come back to me. But yeah, again, I didn't really get a lot out of that class. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different for different like colleges when it comes to business. But like, I didn't learn shit, man. I didn't learn shit. I regret getting into that class because like, I just didn't get much out of it. And then I had another business class during my spring semester, and it was called like systems. It was like information systems, and that one was okay. Basically, what we had to do was that we had another project, and it was like again for the whole semester. We had to work on a project where we had to why is this thing lagging so much? Where we had to again sell a product. We had to sell like some kind of service to some museum that was for some museum. And I remember working with my group. My group is actually pretty cool. Again, we just talked about the project mainly, and just tried to like, I guess, like build everything up and whatnot. But yeah, when it came to the teaching though, my professor, he was better than my professor for the first semester of my freshman year. But that's kind of where it was, or kind of where it got. He kind of just talked a lot, but it wasn't like exactly about the material because it was already there. Like he had like PowerPoints and shit with everything that we talked about. Again, like every information system, just like discussing it and whatnot. We even had like tests or quizzes, and the information was already there, so all we had to do was just like copy and paste it. So we just copy and paste it onto the test and whatnot. And yeah, so that's what happened there. I'm gonna like cut out some of these, or not cut out, like get through some of these, just to like not make it too laggy, because I mean this is definitely kind of laggy right now. Oh yeah, I was actually working on another thing. I was doing another drawing of my main characters for my comic, Ozzy Strider. So that's actually like the main character right there. We're gonna close him out, and also close the other one too I was working on, with the main male character, and then the female character. I'm still not too sure if I want to make her like the main female character, but she is the love interest, I'll just say that. So just to like get that out the way. But yeah, she is the love interest. But we're gonna like close her out real quick because I don't really need to draw her right now. Maybe I'll do a video drawing my main characters again. But right now I'm working on this one, and I want to make sure that it's not as laggy. I don't need the Chainsaw Man piece anymore, so I can cut that out as well. I'll just save it too if I can. Oh nope, I don't have to. Okay, well, hopefully it's not as laggy now, so I should be able to should be moving a little bit better. But yeah, it's a little bit better. But yeah, man. Business was some shit. Hated it. Didn't get anything out of it. I don't know what made me think that was a good idea. But yeah, I literally just didn't get anything out of that class. So, or out of that course. But still, I will say my freshman year was fun as hell. Like I really enjoyed my freshman year. even though we didn't really like, there wasn't really like a whole lot going on really, but the whole like, I guess that newness that comes with college was fun. I enjoyed that. Again, that sense of freedom where you're away from home. That's nice. That's actually a really nice feeling. But yeah, really. And also when you have a cool roommate too, that also adds on to it as well. Like my roommate for my freshman year, I'd say was probably the coolest person that I've met in those 4 years. Like hands down. One of the coolest people I've ever met in college. Like bro was one of the nicest people I met, honestly. I still talk to him occasionally. But yeah, again, he's just kind of busy at the moment with his own life, but still, like, he was a really good friend. Very cool guy, man. Now when it came to like parties and shit, I didn't really get into parties my freshman year. At least like the ones that were off campus. I never did that. My freshman year I did the ones that were on campus. So like, but it was like the ones that were hosted by the school, so they weren't as good. They were pretty shit. they were some shit. But I still had fun though. Still had fun. But again, I wasn't like really pressed about things my freshman year. Like I wasn't pressed about getting a girl. I wasn't pressed about all that stuff. I was just enjoying myself. And I actually did enjoy that, thinking about it. Like that was fun. That was fun. I really like that sense of, you know, just not having to worry about things so much and just enjoy myself. And you know what? I'm really glad thinking back on that I had that chance to just, you know, just really enjoy what it was for my freshman year, because that really was fun. That really was a fun time. If I could do my freshman year over again, honestly, the only thing I'd change would probably be to just, like, I guess talk to more people, because my freshman year I didn't talk to anybody like that. Like, I talked to people occasionally, but there wasn't like a group that I had my freshman year. Like, I'd probably say that group only started to form like towards the end of my freshman year going into my sophomore year. That's where that group started to form. But yeah, my freshman year though, like, it literally was just me, my roommate, and another friend that was in the same dorm hall as us, and a little bit of the track team. But it wasn't like, they weren't like really, I wasn't exactly 100% like cool with them like that, because I wasn't really on the team for my freshman year. Like, again, I'll probably talk about that a little bit later on, but I mean, I guess I could talk about it now. But like, I wasn't on the track team my freshman year. I was kind of just hanging out, really. I was just hanging out with them. They didn't seem to mind it. They didn't seem to mind me hanging out with them. But the thing with that whole time frame was that I didn't really know anything. You know, I didn't really know that there's a whole system to, you know, like, to actually like getting on with the team and whatnot. I didn't actually know that when I was a freshman. Like, no one really told me anything, so I just kind of walked in, and that was that. Then I remember that this really like shitty thing that happened. I remember that the captain of the distance team, I remember that he pulled this bullshit, this shitty ass thing on me, when we were doing our workout or whatever, or when I was with them for the workout. And like, I just remember that he came up to me, I think right before practice, and he said, "Hey man," he said, "Hey man, like," I gotta do it in the "Hey man, we really do appreciate you, and you know, you're working hard, but we can't have you on the team, man, cause you don't have your stuff, so we gotta let you go, man." And it was basically some shit like that, and I remember like, I was just like, all right, cool, man, that's all right. And then I just walked off, and I kind of just didn't really look back my freshman year, like after that meeting. Like I remember going back to my dorm, and like I'm not even gonna bullshit you. I was crying. Cause like I guess what I really wanted was to feel accepted in a group. Honestly, that's something I've always wanted. I've always wanted to be accepted in some kind of group. Like it could be anything again. Like it could really be anything. But I've always longed for acceptance. When it comes like for really for anything. Again, it's not just with groups, but also, you know, like just with friends, having a girl, like just that feeling of knowing that I'm accepted by somebody. That's something I've always wanted to have, but I never really got that sense of acceptance. So that's why I don't really stay close to people like that. Sorry, I think I got a little too personal about that. But yeah, I just don't really stay close to people like that because I feel like I won't be accepted, so I just don't try as much. But yeah, when it came to that, like again, I remember I was crying. My roommate was there. You know, he was, you know, like he was cool about it. He was just like, "Yo, man, it's all right," and you know, just basically like tried to calm me down and, you know, like just help me out and get through it. So he did. He helped me get through it, and I remember that as soon as I was done, I had walked out and I went for a run because I just needed to get that out my system. So I ended up, you know, like running and doing the same trail that again the track team does, at least the distance guys do. But yeah, that's what happened. How long have I been talking? It's been 30 minutes. Damn. Okay. Usually I go for an hour. But yeah, it was a learning experience then. For one, again, I learned that, well, for the track team, I guess like learning how to, I guess like, well, actually, it's more like just learning what to do, and I guess like preparing, like just knowing to prepare. If I want to be like a part of a team or something, I had to actually prepare for that. You know, like know the paperwork and all that shit. But again, something I didn't know my freshman year. But yeah. So again, I don't think I would have done anything different really with that. Well, okay, actually no, when it came to track, if I had known about the whole like setup and everything, if I knew about that, then I probably would have ran my freshman year, like actually like competitively with the team and went to meets and whatnot. That probably would have happened had I known, but didn't know. So, and I mean, it's not like it's partially my fault, but it's also their fault for not telling me at the time. If they just told me what was going on, then I would have definitely like agreed to it. But I didn't know anything, so that's just how it went, really. Which is unfortunate, but again, people don't tell you things. I don't know why people don't tell you things, but that's just the way it is. People just don't tell you things. But yeah, again, I would say, two things I would do differently if I was a freshman. I'd actually try to apply for the team, and then I'd also try to talk to more people. I was also in a samurai club, and that was fun. That was very fun. So basically, the samurai club, we were just learning how to use like Japanese like fighting style, you know, like with the swords and whatnot. We were using like wooden bokutos and just practicing different techniques. That was fun. Really enjoyed doing that. It was kind of like it was cool because I learned like different forms and whatnot, but I also just learned like, I guess, more discipline too, because like that shit is difficult. Like I remember, like my knees were hurting, man. My knees were hurting when we had to do like the practice every time. Like that shit hurted, man. That shit hurted. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. I wish I stayed longer for that time. But again, like, it was so early in the morning that I just could not get myself to wake up to get out of the dorm and go there and just go for those practices. I could not do it. I tried my best, but yeah, I just couldn't do it. I remember that I had like a band too, like a headband that my sensei gave me, and it's like a white one. But I don't think I have it anymore. I probably don't have that thing anymore. But so it was cool to, wear that. Just like wear the belt and whatnot. Just have the Bokuto like on my side. That shit was so cool. Man, that was really fun. That was really fun then. Holy shit. But yeah. So yeah, what else would I have done differently freshman year? Oh, I wish I went to the beach my freshman year. I never went to the beach my freshman year. I went my sophomore year, and even and I think, no, I didn't go my junior year because, again, the first half of my junior year we were on campus, and then the second half, COVID hit, so I wasn't actually like doing anything. But again, like going back to my freshman year, I definitely would have went to the gym. I definitely should have went to the beach. That I definitely would have enjoyed myself if I went to the beach my freshman year, but I didn't. And my roommate, I mean, I just didn't really go out like that my freshman year. I do remember that my roommate and I, like, we did go off campus a couple times, but it was like, cause like he had his own like friend group and everything. They were like a Bible group or whatever. And like they would go to, and I mean, we would go to different universities. Well, not different universities, just like we would go to ODU, because again, my roommate loved going to ODU because of the community over there. Yeah, we went over there a couple times, and yeah, again, besides that, I didn't really go off campus like that my freshman year. So I pretty much I was pretty much in my dorm a lot of the time. But yeah. I definitely would have, again, if I had known those things my freshman year, I definitely would have taken advantage of that and would have went to the beach more. But again, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Yeah, again, besides those things I mentioned, I don't think I would have changed my freshman year that much. It would have been nice to have a girl to talk to my freshman year, though. I'll say that. That would have been nice. But it just wasn't in the cards at the time. It just wasn't. Maybe I could have made it. Maybe I could have done it or made it into that way to make it happen, but I just wasn't like that pressed about it. I wasn't that pressed about getting a girl. And like, actually, no, I want to talk about that real quick if you guys don't mind me. Like, when it comes to getting a girl, like, I always wanted one. I always wanted a girlfriend, but I was never like pressed about it. Like, I have a desire to have that, but again, I'm not pressed over it. And I feel like, especially my sophomore year, when it came to my friends, or I guess kind of friends, when it came to that, I felt like they were really, really pushing me on that. Like, well, it was more the whatever, fuck, I don't really care. It was more the virginity part. They were pushing that for me. They were really pushing that shit. Like, you gotta lose it, man. You gotta lose it. And I'm just like, I'd like to, but I'm not gonna like force myself. I don't want to force myself to lose my virginity. I don't. Yeah, I know. I'm old, and I haven't lost it yet. I know, I know. I don't really care. I don't, but I'm just saying these things now. Um, but like I just don't care about that shit, man. Like again, I would love to like for that to happen, but again, I'm not gonna force myself to do it. I don't want to force anything. I don't. Because like if I force it, it's not gonna feel authentic, you know. So that's why like I didn't really enjoy like that whole experience, you know, of them pushing me so much when it comes to that shit. But yeah, like that's pretty much like what I'm really trying to say about that. Like I want to be able to I want to be able to love this girl, you know, like I want to be able to have that, but not with like anything forced. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah. Now my sophomore year was pretty fun too. I definitely say my freshman and sophomore year were my most fun years. I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun going back on that. That shit was really fun. Um, so for for the first part of my freshman year, like my first semester, I was actually in a hotel. Now it's kind of funny because I think I might still no, that was on my old channel. On my original channel, I did like a whole room tour. Did a whole room tour of the hotel that I was in. That shit was really funny. And I was wearing I didn't want to show my face. So I actually had to I was wearing like a mask or something. Actually, no, I was using my undershirt to cover my face, and I had and I was wearing like some shades while I was doing the tour. That shit was funny, but yeah, like my campus or my university, they have like a hotel not far from it, and our school basically had like a deal with the hotel, and basically they allowed us to stay there, while they were renovating some of the dorms. So I was in a hotel for my freshman year, and that shit was pretty cool. That shit was pretty fucking baller. Going back at that time. My roommate was cool too. Didn't really say too much. He was actually part of my old business class, our business group. For my freshman year, so that was cool. So again, we already had that what's that word? That connection, I guess. But yeah. Now, anything particular that happened my sophomore year? Oh, I definitely went to parties and shit. That shit was fun. So yeah, like it was kind of a it was quite a contrast from staying in my dorm the whole time to actually like going out and going to the parties and shit. Yeah, it was fun. Definitely a fun time. Uh, Again, I went to a couple. I remember going to a couple off-campus parties. Actually, I think I only went to like two, maybe. I think one or two. I think like one or two off-campus parties, and then the rest were like on campus. So like a couple that were on campus, and then I mean on campus, like the ones that were held by the school, and then a couple that were just like on campus that were held by like in the dorms and shit. But yeah. So I think that might have happened either the second half of my sophomore year, or that was like that was like towards the end of my first semester of my sophomore year. I don't remember exactly, but again, I do remember just going to parties and shit. And again, they were fun. They were definitely fun. It's a fun time then. Excuse me. Yeah, it was pretty good. Don't look too bad. Not bad. Might do more. I don't know. No, I definitely gotta wake up and I gotta go to sleep. Definitely gotta go to sleep. But hold on, wait a minute. Let me take care of one more thing here. Just want to make sure that this the other part of the glove, at least where the thumb is, like has like some kind of shading there or some kind of shadow there. Just that way it doesn't look like it's blending in with his chest. So there you go. I might try and draw those lines. Let me actually do it like on a separate thing, and I'll just make the lines like skinnier. So let's go with, might use the pencil real quick. Here's the pencil to see if I can actually draw those lines. So, oh, that looks way better. Maybe I should use this pencil when I'm actually like, is this what kind of pencil is this? Maybe a color pencil. Hold on, let me see. What pencil is this? Oh, it's just a pen. Okay, well, it doesn't give a specific pencil. I kind of like those lines. Those lines actually look kind of fire. Yeah, I fuck with these lines a lot. Hold on. Yeah, I can use these to show motion. Yeah, honestly, this could be a legit like panel. This could be a legit panel for our manga. Huh. Maybe I should actually continue this story. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see me continue this kind of story or continue the story from this point, because I may end up doing it. Could be fun to do. Actually, might not be that bad. Actually, add. I don't know. Let me put that on top. Put that on top of that panel. I don't know if it'll fill because there's no like. It's not like, you know, there's nothing there. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, that looks okay. Hold on, I kind of like that. Yo, I kind of like that shit. That shit kind of cool. That shit kind of cool, actually. Hold on. Yeah, I like that shit. That shit is pretty cool looking. Let's see what else I can do with that. Let's make his eyes red or scarlet. I think scarlet's a pretty cool color. Let's do that and then make this black. Yo, hold on, that look kind of cool. That look kind of cool. I actually kind of like this. I think I'm okay with the inside being like that. I might go, yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I think it's fine like that for now. I mean, unless I just like, I know, fuck, I probably will just do that. Let's go back to the pen. The pencil right here. Oh shit, hold on. And make sure it's not like, it's not too off. Oh yeah, so again, when I was talking about my sophomore year, again, like, oh, okay, hold on. When I mean to say, like, what's that shit called? Fucking, my major. So my major, so I changed, again, like I said, I changed my major, from business to computer science, for my sophomore year. And I'm gonna say this right now when it comes to that, that didn't go well either. That also went pretty bad. So my first semester, I had class with this Asian professor, and I'm not gonna lie, he didn't have the best accent. His accent was very strong, so it was really hard to hear what he was trying to say. Like he would talk like so fast, and when it came to explaining what was going on, he didn't really know how to explain it to us. So I didn't really know what was going on. Like he was just like, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and you're good. Like he was just like bro, what? Like I can't understand you. No offense, I can't understand you. Like I just couldn't get it. I couldn't grasp what he was trying to say. Yeah, I just couldn't grasp what he was trying to say. So I was just like, I don't understand, brother. I don't understand. Can you explain this to me? You're just like, oh, sure, it's easy. And I'm just like, bro, it's just not easy. It's not easy. Well, he didn't say it exactly like that, but you know what I mean. Just like, it seems like when it comes to like computer science majors, they they somehow, I'm not gonna like put them all in this, but they seem like they have a stick up their ass when it comes to explaining shit. They don't really know how to explain it. They just do it. So like it's kind of mechanical. It's kind of mechanical for them. But when it comes to actually like learning how to actually do the coding, like you gotta find some other source, because they're not gonna tell you what it is, because they just do it without actually knowing what's actually going on. At least that's how I perceive it. That's how I see it anyway. But yeah. Yo, I didn't think this would come out as cool as I thought. Like, I really didn't think it would come out this cool. It actually looks kind of cool. This shit actually looks kind of cool now. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if I can actually put this within. I don't think I can. Try. And I had to like go like deep in there. Pause. Let's see. I'll try to like get around there if I can. I think I can. I may have to just like go through some of those lines anyway. Just probably like, yeah, just go over them a little bit. You know what? Now I'm just gonna go over it and then I'll just like redo it anyway. That's what I'm gonna do instead. But yeah, again, I really couldn't understand what my professor was saying. I tried to go to tutoring for it too, and like the tutoring helped a little bit, but then we went on to the next thing, and I still didn't understand what was going on. So I was just like, so I talked to him. I talked to my professor, and I said, you know, I can't understand this stuff and whatnot. And he was just like, oh, you should try another class. And I was like, okay. So I ended up trying the other class for the following semester, for my spring semester, and it wasn't as great either. She was this professor. She did not help anybody. She kind of like another thing. They have this expectation that you know exactly what to do. And if you don't know shit, then you probably don't belong in that class anyway. Well, that's kind of how it was. That's legitimately how it felt when I was in those classes, or when I was taking those classes for computer science. They kind of have this expectation that you already know what to do, and if you don't, then well, obviously it's gonna be a lot harder to actually grasp the material. But again, like I said, they had that expectation, and I could not live up to their expectation. So again, I decided to remove myself and just leave. But yeah, she wasn't very helpful. She just wasn't. Also, I remember that my friend had told me about like his, you know, encounter with her, and apparently she was acting real stuck up, because my friend said he didn't understand what was actually going on in the class either. Like, he didn't understand how to do these things. And then this bitch, she had the audacity to say, well, wait, hold on, wait, let me see if I can get this voice right. Okay. Well, there we go, that's it, that's the one. Well, no, shit, I think I had it. I just had it. Fuck. Well, my son. Yeah, there we go. Well, my son, he knows how to do the coding. Why can't you? And that shit was like, bro. These entitled ass bitches, man. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah. So I remember my friend, he told me he dipped out the class after that, because like that shit's disrespectful. Like, how can you say something like that to someone that's actually learning, you know? You spent all this money. You spent all this money just for the professor to just tell you, my son can do better than you. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? Who gives a fuck about your son? Help me. Like, damn. But nah, again, like, coming back from getting to that experience, like, again, I just couldn't understand it. So she even suggested to me when I was taking her class, I just try a different class or whatnot, or just like to get out the class because I'm not gonna make it or some shit. And I was just like, okay, bet. So I dipped out of that class too. And again, like I said, I couldn't really grasp what was going on. So going back to the first professor, he was teaching JavaScript, and then the other professor, she was teaching Visual Basics. Now, JavaScript is apparently that's actually used in industries, and like, you know, in other like tech companies and shit. Like, Java is like one of the more updated like languages. But when it comes to Visual Basics, that shit is like from the 90s. And nobody uses that shit apparently. So, unless I'm wrong and someone can actually prove that to me. But from what I've been researching, I don't believe anyone actually uses Visual Basics now. So yeah, that's a dead ass system. Dead as fuck system, brother and sister and whoever. But yeah, didn't learn shit from that, so that was cool. Great experience. Very good experience. You know, I think I may as well just add on to the rest of the hair. So I'm already gone this far. I may as well continue it. But yeah. So again, like I said, I didn't learn shit from that class. Again, I didn't learn shit from computer science in either of them. So that was very sad. But yeah, again, that computer science was definitely not for me. I forgot the reason why I wanted. Well, actually, no. I wanted at the time when I chose that course. Again, I thought that, you know, commercially, or I guess like economically or whatever. Well, basically, computer science jobs give the most money, since, you know, like, everything is all tech now and all that shit. So I was thinking that, you know, if I got into computer science, then, well, that would just be another way for me to just be like a job where I can make good income and whatnot. That's what I thought anyway. But little did I know, these computer science people are entitled as fuck, and they do not have good social cues, and they just don't give a fuck about anything, and they don't care about helping you. You gotta learn that shit on your own. And that's what I did. That's what I did after I graduated anyway. So I tried to. But yeah, like, I just don't understand why these people can't just help you and actually, like, help you in a way that you can actually understand. Like, I just couldn't grasp the material at the time, so I just dipped. But yeah, I don't think I was actually that serious about it anyway to begin with. Like, yeah, I just don't think I was that serious about it to begin with. You know, honestly, he kind of looks a little bit like Hikari from he looks a little bit like Hikari from what's it called? From JJK. I might make his hair like either yellow or yellow wouldn't be too bad. Maybe like a light blue. Actually, I kind of like. kind of like that color. See how this color looks. Okay, well now I'm making him. Yo, he kind of looks like Oh shit. Now I'm not gonna use that one. Let's go. Let's actually try this one. Nah. I don't know about that one. About this one. Yeah, I kind of like this one. This one's cool. This one's pretty cool. I guess now it's kind of weird that I've already like gotten rid of the colors and shit. When I got rid of the color, but I added on the hair, so now I can actually like add on the rest of the lines and shit. But for now, I kind of like this. It looks kind of cool. I'll give it a name for now, and I'm probably just gonna end the video because I gotta go to sleep. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about my I guess college life and whatnot. I'll probably do like a part 2 or something too, and just talk more about this. But yeah, I'm gonna call him Funny Glove. Maybe I'll continue with this story. I don't know, but I do think I'm getting better when it comes to perspective. And again, I'm happy about that. I really am, because I think what I've been learning over these past couple of months has definitely shown off here, and even in the other thing I'm working on, which I'll probably do a video on that too. But yeah, or a drawing vid on that. But yeah, how long have I been talking? Now I've been talking for an hour. There you go. That's the time. That's where I need to be hidden. That's exactly where I need to be hidden. Yeah, let's call it Funny Glove. Wait, shit, hold on. Yeah, again, like I said before in the beginning, I always knew I wanted to be creative, but actually finding that, that place where I can make income off it is not easy right now. So it's definitely a struggle at the moment. Well, struggle is actually not the right word to say. It's just difficult. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just difficult. But I'm not really like struggling right now. I'm still at home. I live with my parents at the moment. But again, like being able to like make money off what I love. Again, that's just tough. That's just difficult at the moment right now, because I'm nowhere near that right at the moment. But I would love to get in that. I would love to get into that position. I would like for that to happen, but as of right now, that is a no-go. That is a no-go right now, but I think it will happen eventually. I'm actually gonna add those lines now. I changed my mind. I shall add on those lines, those speed lines, or motion lines. Yeah, so the one thing I'd probably say to anyone watching this that's, going to college or in college right now, do what you enjoy. I think that's the big thing. You should do what you enjoy. Like, if it makes money, then that's great. If it doesn't make money, then, you're still enjoying it. So you shouldn't look at it from, I guess, like a perspective of, I guess, like, if this is making money, then I should keep doing it. Or I mean, well actually no, that's the opposite. That's the opposite of what I'm trying to say. What I mean to say is that, like, if you enjoy what you do, then just keep doing it, honestly. Even if it doesn't make money. Like, as long as you're enjoying it, that's what matters, right? But if you'd like to make an income off what you're doing and enjoy it, then you got to work even harder to actually get to that point. And again, I'm kind of behind. I should have been doing this during quarantine. All this drawing and shit, or more drawing. I really didn't draw as much during quarantine like I should have. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I haven't really talked too much about that period, but like, that period, honestly, was a very like important period, I'd say. That 2020, 2021 gap year. Well, really, I guess the 2020 like year, that year of quarantine, I think is something that should have been taken more seriously, or at least I should have taken that more seriously. Because I think that should have been I should have actually used that year more for preparation, more for like knowing what I need to be doing next, or what I should be doing next time, or what I should be doing in the future. But I didn't really use that time effectively. Should have been using that time to perfect my craft, read more and whatnot. I mean, I was reading. Well, listening. I was listening to audiobooks, but I wasn't actually like reading anything physical. Or even like, again, drawing. Because again, I was so focused on playing Mons. I was just playing like so much Pokemon Showdown during quarantine that I just didn't really, try to improve myself outside that. And it definitely shows now. Alright, I'm done recording. If you guys enjoyed the vid and enjoyed me talking and enjoyed me drawing, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. I gotta wake up and I gotta get ready for work in the morning. But yeah, you guys should probably see this tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get this up tomorrow. I'm gonna try my best. I really am. Maybe I'll just upload this as soon as I'm done with this. But yeah, that's Funny Glove. I'll probably work on another one tomorrow, or I'll probably like try to get another thing up tomorrow or something. But yeah, getting better with this perspective stuff. Hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Be safe, watch your hands, and peace out.